mask, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, or they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mask, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't tryna go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product out the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace. Welcome back to another episode of the Urban X Podcast. We are with you guys in the building. I'm Malcolm. This is the Black Dot.
In the flesh, number one father and son podcast.
On the planet.
In the multiverse.
In the multiverse. Thank you guys for joining us. Hope you guys had an amazing week. We're about to close this week out strong.
Yes.
How was your week?
Our week was great as usual. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm excited. NBA free agency has started.
Nah.
So there's some action that could be taking place.
Yeah.
You know,
So disappointing.
Me and Eli sitting on the edge of our seats, wondering how this thing is gonna play out.
Brainwashed, y'all. They brainwashed
that is a
y'all
fact.
to get excited about somebody possibly just moving.
That's a fact.
Damn.
No different than for those who watch Game of Thrones.
It's different.
We all know it's bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Different.
It's all bullshit.
Yeah. Thank you guys for joining. Let's do a quick roll call. I see Houston in the building, Mississippi in the building.
Yes.
Germany. Okay.
Oh, Germany's in the building.
I saw Dominican Republic in the building.
Naptown in the building. Rockaway Beach in the building.
Harrisburg in the building.
Yes.
Philly in the building.
Yes. Somebody said they love our new T-shirts.
Yes. This is actually sent to us by Ashika Payne and their brand SoFly, and like SEW, SoFly.
That's dope.
Super cool. So you can check them out at SoFly.com, SEWFLI.com.
Yep. New Earth.
New Earth, yes.
New beginnings.
Yes.
All of that. So we appreciate
Thank you.
the support. You can send us some dope stuff too now.
Yes, hopefully I said your name right.
Yeah, you can send us some dope stuff. Don't you know us, man, we wear everybody's stuff, our own stuff, everybody's stuff.
This is true.
We don't discriminate. If it's dope,
This is true.
and it's an offering, we like it.
So, wait, you told me how your week was.
Yes, my hold on. My grandson's birthday is tomorrow. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes.
Okay? And that should be a national holiday.
Yes, it is.
Okay, and it will be for us.
Yes, it is.
I wish I could find my it's in there.
Oh my God, you!
I'ma save it for Thursday, next Thursday.
You embarrassed me.
I'ma save it for next
embarrassed me that
Thursday.
day.
I'll embarrass you right now.
You
If you're lucky, I ain't think about it in time.
You embarrassed me that day. I was in the hospital like.
I don't know why you was embarrassed. We was setting it off.
I was like, they're ruining my show.
We was setting it off.
But yeah, his birthday's tomorrow, so we're gonna celebrate this weekend. I'm very excited.
Yes.
It's about to be 2,
Yes.
and this is crazy.
Yeah, man. That's a dope thing.
Yeah, this is really, really crazy. New set of challenges, of course, because now like he's starting to like really, really figure things out.
Yeah, he got out of
The hot shit today by himself. That was kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like, I ain't let him out. You let him out. I ain't let him out.
You can't hold a black man down. Come on, that's symbolic to you will not hold a black man down.
This is true.
Trying to come up with these little contraptions, and he just got to sit back and say, nah.
Yeah.
Give us free.
I actually want to get it in my leash because
You better not. You better not give him no goddamn leash.
I do one because he be trying to.
Yeah, he take off.
Yeah.
He'll take off. Yeah. I told you, me and wifey strategists, we gonna be on the separate sides of the park and keep an eye. He coming that way.
Yeah,
because I cannot run him down.
Yeah, he's
quick.
quick.
Too, but he's quick, and once he see what he want, I can't be burnt out, bro.
Yeah, like he was trying to when we went out that day, he was trying to get into the sprinklers, right? So I sat down. And I watched him walk Odyssey one way and then beeline the other way. I was like, damn.
He like, this is fresh meat. She don't know what time it is.
Damn, she was like, he tried to finesse me.
He did the same thing to me. He looked back and said, hey, pew!
I was just like.
I'm like, nah. So me and wifey got our strategy.
You getting the child leash, I don't care.
You better not put no child leash on my goddamn grandson.
Well, so we're actually taking him to Sesame Place tomorrow.
That's dope.
Which I'm excited about.
Be excited, but remember, these animals are big.
Yeah, I'm worried about that.
A lot of the kids be traumatized. They see Elmo on the more
I'm worried about him seeing a 6-foot Elmo.
And then goddamn big ass. Yeah. Blah, blah. You got to look at it from a kid's perspective. Or Big Bird.
Yeah. I'm worried. I'm not going to lie. That's the only thing I'm a little worried about. Him looking at Elmo looking at me like, what?
Yeah. That's the way that goes. So on TV is fine. But that, when you see them coming at you.
But you know what's crazy? I was like really, really, really excited to take him to Sesame Place because I grew up, y'all taking me when I was a kid and stuff like that. Full circle moment. But today, I hear in the news that Elmo got vaccinated.
Yeah, they vaxxed Elmo up, man.
What is happening?
Yeah.
What is happening? And then there's people going, this is propaganda. Like, it's kids. Like, what are you guys doing?
It's propaganda,
and then there's other people going, y'all mad over a fictional character getting a shot. I'm just like, that's the problem with. I feel like that's the problem with America because we trivialize like really that stuff that should be kind of important. Like that's propaganda on a major scale to our kids. Because
Elmo is a major figure.
Facts.
For your children, whether you follow Sesame Street or not. So don't tell me, it's just so why not just have them doing cocaine since they just fictional characters? You know what I'm saying? Or putting put Miss Piggy on the pole. Let her do that damn thing with a little G-string in her ass. It's just, it's just characters, right? Yeah, it's more than characters to the children. Elmo, don't. No, I'm not even gonna.
You're gonna hurt your voice.
I'm not even gonna do Elmo. But I will do it for my grandson though.
Okay.
I kept trying to do it for him. He going, I don't get it.
Yeah.
I kept saying, Elmo, Noble, Elmo. He was like, no, I don't get what you're trying to do. Yeah. Okay, so.
All right, but again, it's show 298.
298.
Counting down. Counting down. So next Monday won't be a show, but Tuesday will be a show. Right,
next Monday no show because it's Independence Day.
Yeah.
It's nigga Independence Day.
Barbecue Day, yeah.
It's nigga barbecue, I'm off from work day. Yeah. That type of shit.
But let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So big news coming out of this week. R. Kelly got sentenced to 30 years as a result of his allegations, sex trafficking charges, and federal racketeering
He's
charges.
a creep. Yeah. I put that out there for the ones who are going to say that. That's for y'all. Continue.
Yeah.
That's my nigga. I ain't ever gonna stop listening to his music, nigga. Step in the name of love. I don't give a shit what he did. Step in the name of love.
So you don't care at all what he did?
He could have fucked them kid. No, I'm not that.
I was about to say you can care what he did and still listen to his music.
Of course. Listen, I'm a parent. I'm a father to a daughter. I understand that whole process. It's just that his music is so intertwined with my memory bank and all of my experiences growing up. It's hard for me to eliminate that and not eliminate a lot of other people in either by association, because he wrote all that shit for everybody in the goddamn 90s, or so many other people who did things behind closed doors that we know about. I'm never going to get rid of The Cosby Show. It's the greatest TV show I saw. However, I do understand the principles of the charges against him. He got away with a lot of years.
30 years.
And eventually it's going to catch up to you. So we're not going to sit here and act like he's not guilty. He's guilty of a lot of things. So are a lot of those parents who set these kids up knowing that the opportunity would be there for him to exploit them in hopes that they can receive financial return. These are dirty, greasy parents. Just like a lot of them parents knew that an Olympian coach
was touching their
children, and they still sent their children up there because they so fascinated with fame and fortune that they want to get their children ahead. So let's not act like people were not lining up hoping R. Kelly would touch their kids. Now, let's think about how sick that is before we get into all the details and things of that nature. Let's think about how sick these parents are. Forget the ones he exploited on his own. He's going to do the time for that. The ones who purposely put their child in harm's way in hopes to receive some money on the back end. And that goes from Aaliyah on down.
Allegedly.
Okay? Let's talk about it.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Let's talk about it,
I
right?
understand.
And this is why the uncle got all them goddamn royalties and stuff like that, because they knew some things and they kept some things quiet. You should never keep quiet. All right? Because if you run up on my niece or my daughter, it's a news story. And it's no more you did anything. You never made Step in the Name of Love. At the moment that happened, it's over.
Right.
You made whatever that first album was, Honey Love, and nigga, that was it. You made Honey Love. You become a footprint in the history of shit that could have happened.
Right.
So it's a very deep story. His brother just came out and said he lied on R. Kelly about a lot of different things because he was angry. And now, so this is a RICO case.
Racketeering, yeah.
It's racketeering because they're saying he was trafficking people interstate and things of that nature. And as a result of that, they pieced together a whole bunch of shit. They almost Bill Cosby them.
Yeah, so, okay.
Right? So, no, but even though, like I said, he's still guilty. We saw and we know he was guilty of shit, but the way they put the case together, which is kind of weird.
So, are you of the crowd that says, how come he got 30 and Ghislaine Maxwell only got 20?
No, because it's a different class of crime in their minds. She's a part of an elite. And I even think they was rooting for R. Kelly because these pedophiles, they root for each other because they have a sickness. So this was a nigga who gonna take a lot of the undercurrent blame. Her shit was sophisticated. This is why we don't know who else was involved.
Yeah,
and her case, if you give her more time and they bring out more shit, the whole system collapses.
Yeah, I mean, you still haven't seen a picture, actual picture of her in the courtroom.
I haven't seen her in the courtroom. And like I said, the whole system collapses if you bring down just Maxwell.
Yeah,
Ghislaine, because everything you thought you knew about all these people that you thought were not R. Kelly like will surprise you. I'm going to say that again. There's more R. Kellys out there than R. Kelly. So it's easy to move your attention to him, who is guilty. I want to be clear with that. He is guilty as fuck. But it enables the Ghislaine Maxwell thing to kind of just blow over because the trauma of black women in particular of what R. Kelly did is now resurfaced along with the abortion shit. So it's a lot of a hostile energy with our sisters right now because they feel justice has been served. Now, I wrote in my first book, Hip Hop Decoded, that what I was trying to manifest is that R. Kelly, as a spiritual being having a human experience. So I felt his songs came from a spiritual place. You may say they were sex-based. Sex is the most spiritual energy you got going here. Let's just keep it a beam, right? But the human experience he couldn't deal with. So he got trapped in the human experience, and his human, he will go to jail. The spirit of what he was doing will reemerge in somebody else. Okay. Because if it's an energy about love and vibration and sex and power, that will always reemerge. We saw it in Sam Cooke. We saw it in Al Green. We saw it in Marvin Gaye, who was a serial killer. We saw it
Allegedly.
in so many other people. We saw it in Luther Vandross. We saw it in Barry White. So it's an energy that speaks of love, right? R. Kelly's music, to me, represented the times that we was in. So he added a little bit of hip hop, which made it a little bit more gutter, and he just was blatant in how he was bringing it across, but it was the same stuff that everybody else was doing. Al Green was a sex machine. You know what I'm saying? Among other things.
Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye, these was sex machines.
Yeah.
So, but he captured a moment in time where hip hop was reaching a precipice, and he was bringing a hip hop and R&B with a whole new twang to it, and he merged the two in an alchemical form of music we had never saw before. But he cannot read. But he can express thought through his ability using sound, which became his superpower. The fact that he could not read and dissect things and analyze things meant everything was coming from the innocence of almost a child. Since he himself had been violated as a child, I told you the trauma of sexual assault as a child, a lot of times you never grow up. You physically grow up, but mentally you are still that child whose life was damaged. So his words that he spoke were of pure innocence, because that's how kids think. Kids think sexual, but he articulated it in ways that made him like no other artist I've seen in the last 50 years, and I've been around a long time. So with all of that being said, he's guilty for his human transgressions. His music will eventually live on, because music is something that is timeless. And I hope that Ghislaine Maxwell's Black Book comes out so that we can collapse the entire system. Because your favorite artist was doing the same thing, but they had it under elite situations which covered them and buffered them. Yeah. He was just outright out there. And as a result, he paid the consequences.
Well, you cooked that.
Thank you.
You cooked that. But I was going to say, you know what's crazy? It seems like more people are coming around to say, like, damn, like, his music was, like, incredible.
Say what you want to say.
There was a thread that was going on Twitter, and like, this person said, yo, I said it. I told you, like, don't look up your favorite 90s, early 2000s songs, and then everybody, like, it was Britney Spears songs, Michael Jackson songs, everybody, he wrote for everybody.
You name, the list goes on and on of people that he wrote for.
Yeah.
People that also knew of the accusations. People that had whispers.
Which I think is the funniest part, especially now, like, we live in such a PC era where, like, if you knew, you're damn near just as guilty as you're doing it. And back in the day, everybody joked about it. Everybody did this about it. Everybody, it was comic bits about it.
But we in this Me Too era now.
Yeah.
Right? Because, like I said, everybody had to know. Jay-Z had to know. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people who worked with him had to know, because it was around all the time. You know what I mean? So you got songs from him knowing that potentially this man was tainted, or there was something about him that was off base, because you looked the other way because you wanted a hit song. Mm-hmm. You knew he was going to deliver you a hit. Mm-hmm. So you just kind of did this. You got your song and you moved on. And then when it all came to the surface, he's going to be the fall guy for the transgressions of a lot of people. Russell Simmons, look, he out of the country right now. You know what I'm saying? For his transgressions.
He on the lam.
He on the lam somewhere. So the list goes on. And I'm not just talking about black people. Harvey Weinstein on down.
Yeah.
This is a corrupt system at Hollywood. This is normal Hollywood shit. That's it.
Yeah.
Right? So the Me Too movie, they shut that shit down quick, though. Mm-hmm. So all of this is normal Hollywood shit. And every now and then, a brother will get caught in that web, and he can't escape the web, you know, for obvious reasons.
When you talked about, like, his music and your memories tied back to it, I think it's so interesting the lengths they go to, and I'm speaking of they in the, you know, that sense, but the lengths that they go to ruin your memories.
Yes.
The ruin the way you remember something and the way it affected you. that have you think like, damn, like my whole like life is a lie.
I'm not
like,
gonna
you know what I mean?
revisit something with a new lens to the point I can't erase what I was listening to when I was going through my own shit.
Right.
And my own breakups and the songs that was getting me through, or I Believe I Can Fly, or whatever the case may be. Them songs are embedded within my DNA. Just like LL Cool J, I Need Love, the very first time I heard that shit. You know, and the list goes on and on and on. And now you're asking me to go back and act like, put my moral lens on and say, I have to erase that. I cannot do that.
Yeah, there's people who went to college based off the Cosby Show and then you want them to kind of just go like, well, your entire motivation was based off of like a lie, basically.
Yeah,
which in the grand scheme, yes, but like no, like that's not how people work. That's not how the mind works.
And here's another thing, and most people don't want to hear this, but you're gonna have to chew on this. All of that shit is based on morality anyway. The universe don't give a shit about morality. And we have not developed to that point because the elite who want to keep us dealing with rules and regulations hang that morality shit over your head when Aleister Crowley was telling you, do as thou wilt is the law. The universe does not go, well, I'm going to answer this person's prayer. Because, look, a tiger is running, chasing after a deer. Mm-hmm. They both praying to the same God. God save me from the tiger, and the tiger's like, yo, God, I need to eat. Let me. So now you nitpick it. Is that morally wrong for the tiger to chase down and eat the deer? Right? So I know what you're saying. Dot, what are you saying? Like it should be okay to rape children? No, that's not what I'm saying in any shape, form, or fashion, because we are all affected by morality, but that morality is intrinsic within us individually. These people who operate above morality, and you think that they're gonna suffer some shit in some hell or something, they are not. If you're expecting the universe to kick their ass,
right.
They will do things in the public spectrum to say that's wrong, let's put them in jail. And meanwhile, right out of that peripheral of your pineal and your perception of things, they're doing anything and everything that they want. It's just that now we're coming into the understanding to know, all right, this shit is a little deeper than what we thought it was. So in other countries, look, 11 and 12 years old is legal. How's that right? And then in this country, it's 16 and 17. Who lays the standards? And let me say this again, because I know how the people get. I am in no way advocating that, but I'm just breaking down the laws in different places, and people's philosophy and religion and moral ethics is different wherever you go. Some people eat cockroaches as a delicacy. I would never eat a fucking cockroach. It would have to be really bad out here, right? So I'm only saying, stop thinking that this moral a weight that you put on your shoulders is the standard. These people fuck, suck, do coke, do anything they want to do because they know this is how they get ahead in a race that is supposed to be evenly ran. And you running inside the lines and they all outside. They making shortcuts to get where they got to go, and you struggling running through the lines. So keep all of that in mind when we start saying this one is wrong and that one is wrong, because I guarantee you, all of your favorite artists, if you really want to know what they was doing, this whole shit is over.
Yo, I just started watching this great
This
show.
whole shit is over.
I'm going to drop another bomb for that. But I just started watching this show called The Boys. You ever heard of it?
Yeah, Red Pill told me I need to start watching it. Wifey said it's a dud.
What? You don't like it? Oh, yeah, it's fire, right? So it's basically if superheroes were like in the modern, like what
how they would operate.
Really operate, right?
Gotcha.
Like we stronger than y'all. We can do whatever the hell
the fuck
we
want to do. We ain't got to be on some old good save the world shit.
Yeah, and we doing stuff to make it look like, make it look like more than it actually is.
You know what? I'm going to start watching it.
Actually a great show when you talk about morality and
right.
and how they operate, and it is actually a great show.
And third density rules compared to, shit beyond that. Yes.
It is a great show. I just got to season 2, so don't spoil it in the comments. Eli was trying to spoil it today because he loves that show.
Okay, so I'm a rock with it.
Yeah, so Okay, I think you closed the R. Kelly thing on that.
All right. Well, I just wanted to share, and try to add balance to the equation. And back to the basic charges, 30 years.
I do think the way people, because there are people who are saying, well, R. Kelly was the head of his, Ghislaine Maxwell was an accessory. I do think a lot of people are underestimating how much power she has.
No, she's the piece.
Yeah.
She's the main piece. She was the hunter-gatherer.
Yeah, that's,
you know what I mean?
I really
she holds
think,
more secrets than goddamn Epstein does. You know what I mean? So they're trying to, her lawyers did a great job of making it seem like he abused her too. Yeah. And now she was falling in place. And as a result of her trauma, she was doing that. No. Find out who her father is. How the apple don't fall too far from the tree. Yeah. Once you know who her dad is and how they got down, and they all involved with espionage and things of all bets is off. Yeah. So Epstein has got tapes upon tapes upon tapes of all your favorite people.
Got you. Got you.
So be careful what you ask for. You think you want to know. You think you want to know.
You can watch The Boys on Amazon Prime. Somebody said it's inspired by Greek mythology. That makes mad sense.
That makes mad sense. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. Got it. Okay, that makes mad sense. Because in Greek mythology, real Greek mythology, not the Disney stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Zeus was wild.
It was wild.
Yeah, he was completely wild. But that makes mad sense. I'm gonna look at it with a different lens now.
And last thing I'm gonna say about this. God is seen and heard everywhere because you are God, meaning you the only person that been with you every step of the way. You know that shit you did the other night. You know that shit you did. Listen, I've been in some shady ass strip clubs like, nigga, this shit is wrong, nigga. But you know everything you've ever done. Yeah. This is why when you transition, your whole life flashes in front of you. It's so stop thinking there's somebody above you who's going to judge you. You're going to judge yourself based on your shit. That's what we mean by God is seen and heard everywhere. You can't escape. And so that's why you see these rappers and these athletes, when the hoopla goes away and they're no longer in the limelight, they still got to live with the things they did to get to that point. I know that was, but it was witnessed. There was a witness to it. You was.
Oh, that's deep. My God.
You see what I'm saying? And all of these things go into the Akashic records. Yeah. So when you leave the physical body, third density, and go into fourth density, you take your consciousness with you. Yeah. You leave the physical body, but your consciousness is like, all right, well, what's next? What we doing? How this is gonna pop off? Let's roll the tape back. Yeah. And see if you elevate or you stuck in a point of stasis because you haven't learned nothing or figured this shit out.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, this is what's going to be popping on show 301 and above.
Oh, my gosh.
We're going to cook. We're going to start cooking. Because I'm not a goofy. I just play one on TV. I got to keep reminding y'all of that. But let's move on.
Real quick, and then somebody said that Greek mythology. Yeah, Greek mythology, all that stuff is based off of African thing. However, the Greek
it became perverse.
Yeah.
Right, so they use the perverse version of what it is that we.
So you don't want to take credit for that,
right?
Stuff.
So agape and all of those things they were doing, which when I hear these Christians say agape, you don't even know what that shit means.
Like, you don't
That's love between the man and the boy. So again, but in their culture, right? Mm-hmm. So in their culture, it's nothing wrong with that. Their culture now has to be cloaked in what we call morality on the surface. Yeah. This is why sex trafficking is so huge.
Yeah, I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast. He had Ryan Holiday on it, one of my favorite authors. But his he loves he always refers back to Marcus Aurelius when he's talking about the Stoics and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So he's giving a breakdown of who Marcus Aurelius was and how apparently he got his start because his dad was the emperor. He passed away, but his dad left his man in charge and said, you have to mentor him until he gets the thing. I was like, he mentored him. Mm-hmm. Back then.
Yeah, and even that term we're not even supposed to be using that term. Mentor, because
I was like, gross.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Interesting stuff, man.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, alleged Nipsey Hussle killer, we know he did that. Eric Holder got beat up in jail. He got beat up in his holding cell. He got sliced, and he had to stitch up the back of his head. And they said he fell unconscious as well. But he couldn't even make it to the court date as a result of that. What do you think that is?
I think it's a number of things. The longer this trial goes on, the more sloppy it's probably going to get. Mm-hmm. They looking for something very clean and easy.
Yeah.
Bring him into the courtroom. We're going to have some people testify against him. We're going to charge him, and he's going to go on and close this on. Now, it could also be Nipsey Hussle fans who figure, let me get my points up. This is a perfect opportunity to get my points up. That's who? That's Shitty Cuz? That's what they call him, right?
Yeah.
That's Shitty Cuz? Okay, well, we're going to put that work in on Shitty Cuz. But he should be such a high-profile prisoner that they should be watching him 24/7 for suicide, possibilities, and for the possibility that other inmates would like to get at him. So if I'm his lawyer, now I'm looking to bring charges up against, because you can't even guarantee the safety of my client, not in population where anything could pop off.
True.
You can't provide my client's safety to come to court. That's bad.
Yeah, it's true.
Or it could have been a message being given too. Like, you better go along with this thing. What you mean you trying to say they gave you $75,000 to shut that stupid shit up? Yeah. It could be a number of things that,
That's the only thing, because this trial doesn't move me at all.
No, it doesn't move me at all, because I think we collectively know that something is just not right. This is going to be the fall guy for a bigger conspiracy of things that went down. I think we all can agree on that. Even if we just got our junior Dakota badge, we this ain't making much sense.
Gotcha. All right, on that note, we'll take a quick commercial break.
Yeah, we'll take a quick commercial break.
All right, we'll be right back.
She is the owner of SHE.Experience, of this beautiful space that houses all of these amazing business owners.
Absolutely. You definitely want to come in and get to know her. She's a treat. She'll talk to anybody. Super great personality. She's provided this wonderful space for all of us, and it's been wonderful.
Have you ever wished there was an all-encompassing shop for us? One that carefully curates thousands of products that truly consider our needs? And better yet, what if every single product was actually created by members of our community? Well, now that shop exists. Introducing Flourish, the premier spot to discover and shop for products from Black-owned brands, all in one place. From streetwear to loungewear, gift wraps to games, and pet products to pancake mix, we've got you covered. Flourish has coffee brands that support Black women farmers in Africa, hair products for our hair, vegan products for our health. Plus, join the Flourish community for the latest trends and exclusive drops, all from blooming Black-owned brands. For the community, for the culture, for real. Come F with us. Let's flourish together.
Do you want to make some extra money? Start selling waist beads today. These beautiful gems help with weight management, losing belly fat, and waist shaping. Waist beads are a must-have for all women no matter their size or age. They originate in Africa and are traditionally worn for many reasons. Just like women wear earrings, bracelets, and necklaces to accessorize, adorning with this brand of body jewelry has become a cultural trend. The CraftsWombman waist beads are available at a low price and with free priority shipping, so you can make a higher profit. Choose from over 1,000 strands. The selection varies from crystal beads, 3-in-1, permanent, removable, and more. Classes are also available. Go to craftswombman.com to place your order, and we will ship the next business day.
Leslie O. Voice. You may think radio is a thing of the past. According to Nielsen Company, radio reaches 93% of the population. Podcasting is a billion-dollar industry, with U.S. listeners spending 22% of their time on digital radio. Using Voiceover allows brands to send clear messages their audiences will remember. Without it, you miss out. Elevate your business ads and social media posts with Leslie O. Voice.
A voice can change the world, so let me.
Leslie over for you. Any talent you possess. Leslie over upon you. We need your voice, so yes we do. Leslie over. Leslie over. Leslie over.
Back.
And we are back in the mix.
Yes, yes.
Somebody said, are we collecting food stamps for payment?
No.
Dude, I can use them food
I
stamps.
think so. Okay, maybe.
3 for 10 now. 3 for 10 now.
Maybe then.
I used to do $7 cash. My mother would do, because, you know, she was on heroin and shit, so she would sell all her food stamps sometimes. They give her $7 cash for $10 in food stamps. That was a good deal. So for $100,
okay,
she would get 70 cash. She would give up 100 in food stamps.
It's a lot of food.
Good deal, nigga. That's why I don't have no kidneys now, nigga. I was eating potato chips and shit for dinner, nigga. Shit, you know, it is what it is.
Somebody, I think Glenn Anderson said you should do a special just on that topic. You did one.
I did one years ago.
You did one years ago, and then did it get blocked by YouTube? No, that was.
No, it didn't.
It didn't.
It didn't.
I might find a link and put it in there.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but obviously there's more updated information. But I did go in.
Yeah.
I went in on that for a while. I did one on Bill Cosby.
That one got blocked.
That one got blocked.
But then it got unblocked. Something like that.
Yeah, you know.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
So Irv Gotti is added to the list of these artists and moguls who have sold their music.
How much did he get?
Well, he got $100 million for that. He owned 50% of the Masters of Murder Inc. He got $100 million for it. And then he signed another deal for I think $200 million worth of credit for his
future endeavors
for like TV and movie projects.
Okay, this is why he wouldn't give Ashanti her masters.
That's exactly why, yes.
Because it was gonna lessen the value
of his deal, yes.
Of his deal. He knew that deal was coming.
Yes.
He could not do that.
He was in a negotiation like,
he was like, she kept saying, give me my masters. He like,
everybody's like, do the right thing. He go, ooh.
Slow down, do the right thing. Shit, that's $100 million on the table. So now he has some liquid cash. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He also has future endeavors that he's doing, so that he leveraged that for another $200 million. That's $300 million. That's not bad. A nigga coming from the hood, $300 million.
So he in his Instagram caption, he talked about like him talking to one of his billionaire friends, the guy who owns the Milwaukee Bucks. He said, I've known him for 20 years, and he always talked about ownership and 100% of nothing is still nothing. So 50% of my masses is worth $100 million, which I get. Like that is a number. That is life-changing number.
Yeah.
However, it's like this entire time, you guys were preaching ownership and not selling your music, and it's just like all of y'all selling.
Yeah,
y'all
they're all selling their music. Maybe,
at the same time too.
But we spoke about, is the value of the music the same, or will it be the same once this metaverse thing kick off, Will it be the same? Period. And 100 million, I can get a bunker.
True.
You know the bunkers, you know, where the elite are gonna go to survive the staged nuclear blast / alien invasion that wipes most of you niggas out. At least I got a bunker on the underground, big cities and shit. I'm good. 100 million is probably a cheap bunker too. Like, nigga, you around the corner,
You got a bunk bed.
you got a bunk bed bunker, nigga. You know, so you know you never really know, or it positions you to make bigger moves. Because to play with the big boys, you need big boy money.
Yeah.
And it's an elite club. How much you got? 50 million? You don't even have enough to come sit at this table. Sort of like when we do in the NBA. How many rings you got? 2? Nah, you got Jordan and Magic at this table with Russell. Then the rest of you niggas could go sit over there, and then further and further down the line. So
and you learn like that's what it's really about. It's really about like you said, qualifying and disqualifying yourself from these tables and these deals and stuff like that in that business world.
So while you think, don't get me wrong, 50 million, you can live hella comfortable if you just living off the interest of that and live a modest life. That's 5 generations worth of money if everybody stay on code and watch it grow. But you know, you want more and more, and you want to sit at tables that the entry point might be $250 million.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't even come over here and you got $250 billion. Then you can sit down and get time to talk to me. Other than that, So you know, it's all.
Because you got to think like there's people who like don't take like Diddy seriously. Yo, did you? I spoke about it when Diddy sat with Ray Dalio, billionaire investor. I forget the company he owned, but Diddy was like looking at him like a student. Like he was really like he talking to Diddy. Like, nah, this is what you need
and
to
I
do.
tell people all the time when you hear Jay-Z has $1 billion, right? He's at the top of the bottom of the barrel. Like, well, we're under the barrel, so you got to lift the barrel up, and we the worms under the barrel. That's fine, but these niggas ain't up where you think they are. They at a starting point. However, it's after 400 years of being held back, it's a great starting point to say I was the first to achieve, or I was one of the first 10 black people in history to achieve that. So I'm not knocking those accomplishments. I'm just simply saying there are people who would not take them dudes seriously because y'all had to shuck and jive for y'all money. And y'all had to do a lot of things strange for some change. Whereas if I'm in the tech business, I might be dealing or trading commodities. It's a different war, but it's probably ain't got nothing to do with none of that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So your $1 billion is nothing. Like, y'all niggas just coming out to play. So, you know, it's just one of those things.
And I always think about, like, even, like, our black billionaires or our entertainment black billionaires. It always seems just like a longer journey to get to that. And I'm speaking, I'm nowhere close. You get what I'm saying? But I'm speaking from just kind of watching. From
I got all the zeros.
Right.
I need the one.
I'm speaking from, like, a Mark Zuckerberg where it was just not... And those tech guys, they all have like similar stories. Like I started from the garage,
and all that crazy shit.
I was eating ramen noodles, but it seems like it takes like our people a way longer journey.
Not only that, we get most of our money through entertainment.
Yes.
So
that's like hard. Like,
that's hard, and
that's labor. You
and
know what I mean?
It's a distraction to black people. Entertainment is a distraction to black people.
Yo, real quick. Speaking of distraction, right? I learned this about TikTok. Fascinated me. Apparently, there are 2 different algorithms in TikTok.
Okay.
The algorithm in America and everywhere, America, like, you know, UK, stuff like that, it's entertainment, it's dances, is, you know, fun stuff. In China, all educational.
Yeah.
And the algorithm rewards educational information, coding, engineering, scientific stuff. Our algorithm rewards dancing, entertainment,
because they
music,
think we're
twerking,
stupid
stuff like
here in America.
No. So because the theory is, remember, the reason why Trump wanted to get rid of TikTok because he said China is a Chinese app. So the theory is they're purposely dumbing down our people while obviously like making their people smart, because TikTok is now the most used.
It came out in the government today that the government is trying to shut down TikTok because they have been trying to gather our information. I'm like, they're all gathering our information. How's that? To me, it just sounds like they just targeting TikTok. But I agree. The controllers, the architects could put whatever they want in each region for a specific purpose. But what I mean by they look at us as stupid, meaning America's about entertainment, fun. We the fattest people in the world. We the slowest people education-wise. We got more guns and more incarcerations than anybody in the world. Yeah. So it's a perfect place to keep you niggas dancing. And back to what I was saying, they will reward as many black entertainers as we want, because the black entertainers, spying on you. Yeah, TikTok, that's what I said. They all spying on you. They will reward you with that money because it's a distraction. I don't care how much you like Michael Jordan, that shit was a distraction. How much you love Michael Jackson, unless he was putting messages in the music, it's a distraction. You know what I mean? So all the entertainment we do, as long as we shucking and jiving, that's why they don't take us serious. That's why we end up at the bottom of Forbes list, while the trade, stocks, oil, tycoons, all the ones doing real business go up on top. They view us as entertainers.
And real quick, because somebody else has something to say, it says, basically, it was about TikTok only showing you what you like and sending you more stuff for what you like. There's a woke side as well. Somebody else did another study about why a lot of TikTokers don't have really loyal fan bases, because TikTok itself is trying to get not community. It's not trying to build community. YouTube is trying to build community. Twitter is trying to build community. Facebook is trying to build a community. Instagram is trying to build a community. TikTok just wants you to see as much stuff. It just wants you on the app.
And that shit is addictive.
And it's slow.
You could just be scrolling.
So as much as somebody said, oh, it's showing you a woke side as well, a lot of that stuff be fake news as well.
Yeah, because I've seen it all. A lot of this shit come up on some of the shit be good shit.
Yeah, some of it be good.
You be like, damn, these white people are on this shit. But for the most part, shit is garbage. For the most part.
Sounds like somebody likes their TikTok.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
It is okay. So, I felt like we were talking about Emmett Till a while ago for something, but apparently the family is calling for justice because they found an unserved arrest warrant for the white woman who accused him of whistling at her.
Wow.
Yeah, and apparently she's still alive. Now,
I told you she was alive. You said she was dead.
Okay, I was wrong.
No, but I remember saying I think she's alive.
Right? Because there was a Nazi guard recently, 101 years old.
They put him in jail
for 5 years. So
yeah, they got to do 5 joints.
They could get her.
Yes, but you got to also remember the real estate agents will never stop at pursuing anybody that they feel was involved. They don't care if you could be on your deathbed.
Which is crazy.
Like this. It's their mission to do so.
Yeah.
So kudos to the family if they're going to make it their mission that this white lady has to suffer the consequences for her actions. That is great. But these real estate agents have the means to dig up your history. Oh, they got 9 names. They find your AKA, and find out you was, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And that's how they get down. And they got people in the ADL and all these organizations. That's all they do is searching. You know what I'm saying? Who could still be alive?
Yeah.
And we found somebody in Wisconsin. Let's go get him. We don't have the means.
How is she still alive? Like, what the hell?
Well, we're talking the 50s, bro. Dude, that happened in 1955 or something, if memory serves me correct. I'm pretty sure my chat will correct me. So if she was a teenager, she ain't that damn old.
Right.
70-something years old, 80-something years old. So, if she took good care of herself, then, and I think she needs to do time.
Yeah, she should go to jail.
She should go to a hardened prison. You know what I'm saying? She should go to, what's that shit? Black is the new orange.
Oh, yeah.
She need to go there.
Orange is the new black.
Orange is the new black. She needs, we don't give a fuck about your age, mama. Yeah. You gonna give up that box, baby.
Oh, that's gross.
Shit. And what she need to do, serve that time.
Nasty. Somebody said evil lives longer. That's funny.
Yeah.
Clearly.
You are tuned into the sound.
Oh, 1955. Okay. I was on point.
It feels like that's a. And how old was she?
Dude, I was born in 68.
You old. No.
You see what I'm saying? So that wasn't, you know.
Yeah, you're right.
When people, this is why when people say get over so-called slavery, I'm like, that was 2 grandmothers, 2.5 grandmothers.
Two old grandmothers.
2 old grandmothers, 2 90-year-old
Maybe
grandmothers,
3.
maybe 3.
Yeah.
1865, 1965, 28. That's 2.5 grandma.
Yeah.
That y'all act like, you know, shit. Y'all niggas act like, no, that shit ain't that long ago.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, real quick, special shout out to a friend of the show, Tashina Arnold. Her birthday was the other day. Happy birthday.
I wished her a happy birthday on Twitter, but Tashina Arnold, happy birthday. And I finally got a chance to watch the Martin reunion.
Oh, how was it?
It was good. It was good, man. Watching them just replay some of them classic Martin skits and sketches, and it was dope. It was dope. So I finally, we broke down and bought the BET package.
You have to travel.
Don't give Malcolm the password.
Yeah, better give me. How you not gonna give me the password?
Because you got to start earning your way around here, man.
Yeah,
Every time we buy something, you get a password for free. No, you got to earn your way, man. It's time to grow up.
Give me that
I want Noble to see you working hard.
That's
for
crazy.
Whatever's yours.
I'm having FaceTime you and ask you for the BET password. Yeah. Man, I'm gonna teach him how to act.
Yeah, if he do that, he can get it. He can do that.
Oh man.
And his little face has to be like, Papa, Daddy told me to ask you. Don't you, motherfucker, I didn't tell you. Shut up. Yeah. You know how kids get. Yeah. They don't know.
So, there was a incident in Akron, Ohio, where cops fired 90 shots at a
90 shots.
Yes, at a black man named Jalen Walker. He was 25 years old, and I think it was 7 to 8 cops that were involved in this. And from the autopsy results, they said he was hit like 60-something times.
What the was going on?
Yeah, and he was unarmed as well.
And he was unarmed. Yes, he was. What is their explanation for what happened?
I'm not sure yet. There's body cam footage, and they're actually actively going through it right now.
Okay, now I'm gonna go back to what I originally said. They should arrest all of those cops. Were they arrested?
Apparently, I don't know the justification of all shooting like that, but it started off as a traffic stop, and then I think he took off. And as
still not to be warranted.
90 shots, yeah.
90 shots,
yeah,
bro.
There's 8 cops involved. Yes,
that's ridiculous.
Yes, and the family attorney, they said he wants to get.
Is Ben Crump the family attorney?
No, it's not. Okay. Bobby DeCello. It was 7 white cops, 1 black cop, and he wants the state to hold every one of those police officers.
They should all be arrested.
Yes.
Right, and then if you find out that these cops didn't do it, instead of working the other way around, instead of letting the cops stay on the street and creating anger amongst us to make us want to tear this shit up, arrest them all. Mm-hmm. And then once you do the investigation, you free them one by one based on their involvement and give them their back pay. I think that would be fair. If it's proven the black cop didn't fire no shots, there's, shit.
90 shots. Somebody said Amadou Diallo and Sean Bell. I remember the Sean Bell thing.
Yeah, I remember the Amadou Diallo situation, 41 claps. He was reaching for his wallet.
90 shots. That's crazy. And that means I feel like that means like somebody had to like reload, right?
I don't know how many the police officers service weapons have. I just think once they in, they all in.
Yeah.
So that's their brotherhood. Like if we find out that Ernie didn't fire no shots, we looking at Ernie like,
yo. But you know that you remember the movie Jarhead?
Jarhead. It was a war movie.
Yeah, yes. Marines, and it was most like it was white boy went to the Marines, but it was more about like the psychological, like you're shooting into nothing all day, you're doing this, and the opportunity they had to shoot somebody, they come in like they're about to come in, and one of them went crazy like, yo, let us just shoot him, please.
Yes.
That's what I think a lot of cops go through. Like they're
waiting for
and
that
they get
moment.
that moment, and it's just like, let us do something.
I saw something real bizarre on TikTok today. An officer was trying to arrest this guy for being on the sidewalk. He had a sign. I think he might have been, singing or whatever. And he started chasing the black guy around and he was trying to tase him, and other officers said, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing?" He was trespassing. Said he's not trespassing. Like the other officers, white officers, looked at him and was like, "Yo, what the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah.
And you rarely see that. So I just thought that was a little weird. But no, you train your whole life for this moment, and you dying for action.
Yeah, and it's right there, and
it's right there, and the energy, I could just set it off. And then a lot of them be belonging to them clan groups.
So now,
and that's a body count.
You black? Oh, I'm about to.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a lot of deep stuff when it comes to the hatred of the overseers, officer, and black people. So
yeah, the lawyer or the co-counsel, he was like, "Yo, we don't even treat animals that way." 90 shots.
Yeah. Right.
So.
Somebody says salute to those officers. Let's block them. Golden Crown. Somebody block Golden Crown.
No, you talking about the officers that said something.
Oh, okay. See, I'm slow. Sorry about that, Golden Crown. I apologize. I was in my feelings for about 22 seconds. Sorry about that, Golden Crown.
Don't block. Abort.
Don't block. Sorry about that. Sometimes, Dot, my brain a little slow. Brain's a little slow. I just saw support some officers. I'm like, nigga, I ain't usually in my emotions with son. That's a little. I was about to say, like, yo, that's a little extreme. Boy, that is a little slow. Appreciate your understanding. T-shirt coming your way, Sorry, shit.
Yeah, man.
Ooh, that'd have been embarrassing. That might have been a paid customer. Nigga, I'm signed up for the year, nigga. Sorry. Shouldn't have said that dumb shit. It shouldn't have been talking shit. You know how that shit goes. That's my fault.
Oh, man, that's right.
I love you guys. I do. Yeah, Golden Crown, I love
to
you.
the sounds of Urban X.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, since Eli's show is out of season right now, KD's demanding a trade out of Brooklyn. What do you think?
KD and Kyrie.
Yes.
They're headed to the Los Angeles Lakers for AD, Westbrook, Austin Reeves, 22 picks and all that shit. Get it all out of here. Bring KD with LeBron and Kyrie and watch them win the next 3 years. LeBron ends with 7 championships, tops Mike, turns the franchise over to KD and Kyrie, and he retires, goes back to Cleveland for one day, retires, so his jersey could be up in there, his jersey could be up in Cleveland, his jersey could be up in Miami. They build a statue. He buys the team from Vegas, and the rest is history. That's how that goes down.
Okay.
In my head movies.
Okay.
Only in my head movies. No, I mean, they said the Brooklyn franchise, just the management is bad.
It has to be terrible.
So,
And the Knicks are terrible. New York, we just got issues, man.
Yeah.
Did you see? It was this. This has nothing to do with basketball, but it was this white boy. He was in the Bronx and he was looking for a supermarket. You seen that? And he was just like, "Yo, they only got stores here. Like they don't have no supermarkets.
We got bodegas."
He was like, "That's all they got here." And he actually got fired because people reported him because he was like making fun of the community and stuff like that.
Where was he from?
I don't know where he's from, but he wasn't from New York.
Oh, he got fired. Okay,
yeah, crazy. But yeah, so KD is getting a.
Jeremy Houston, thank you for.
He's trying to demand a trade. It's crazy. What's good with him?
He's a hired gun.
Yeah.
But I'll take him over AD any day.
That is true.
And I'll take Kyrie over Westbrook any day.
This is true.
And then I'll take LeBron to facilitate with a couple of snipers on the corners.
Yeah, Brooklyn had another failed big three. That's crazy.
Come on.
And it's in a 10-year span.
10-year span. They had Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce and Porter
Williams.
The 3-point shooter with the headband.
Williams.
He used to play for the Dallas Mavericks.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Y'all know who I'm talking about. Little point guard.
Terry.
Jason Terry. Yeah. Had them, and then they lost all them draft picks, and now, on paper, it looked good, but you can't build the team on paper. Kevin Durant is not an alpha. Kyrie Irving hasn't been in a position to lead a team. I know he follows us. We rock with you too, but I gotta keep it a bean. That's just how I do. And so LeBron would be the alpha, but give them enough shots that they need. LeBron could lead the league in assists the next 2 years. If he just had them two people, he wouldn't have to shoot. He turned into Magic Johnson. He morphed into Magic Johnson, be in the league another 2 years. All right, that's enough basketball talk.
Right. I just, it just happened today and stuff like that.
Yeah. I've been listening for Woj to hit me with some Woj bombs. Tell me what's going on.
Right.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So the late the widow of Chadwick Boseman, she is asking the court to distribute his $2.3 million fortune to both his parents and her evenly.
Yeah, well, it was actually $3 million and change. The courts took $900,000 to process this. That's what happens when you don't have a will.
Well, yeah, he didn't have a will.
He didn't have a will. He should always have a will. What's that thing my wife always talking about? Irrevocable trust. Revocable trust. You know what I'm saying? You should always have.
You always talking about that? You trying to get him?
Yeah. Well, she's trying to line me up. Nigga,
why you always talking about that?
What do I do when I get in my elevator with the camera? What do I do when I get in the elevator with the camera? I look up and go, I'm safe. Yeah. And that's if I blink 3 times, something wrong, because I got to cover my ass out here. You know what I mean? So long story short, revocable trust, you get it notarized, and it supersedes and trumps all that other shit. So now his wife is going to get 1.2, the family going to get 1.2, the court getting 1.5.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so, and again, that's for not having a will, and, so as a result, there ain't that many fucking court processing in the world.
Yeah, goddamn. But shouts out to the wife, shouts out to the parents.
But for not making this messy.
Not making it nasty.
And it shouldn't be nasty. I'm his wife.
Yeah.
You're his family. It's not much, but it's enough where at least we can say, you know what I mean? He left something here. He didn't leave us assed out. You know what I mean? But, Yeah,
I thought that was really, really cool.
Yep.
Coinbase, the crypto trading app that was like damn near going under because as a result of the crypto markets going crazy.
Yeah, they got my money, bro.
Yeah, they do. Apparently, they are selling people's geolocation data because I think they running out of money.
What do you mean they selling people's geolocation data?
I guess the data from where you are and like.
So what does that mean? They coming to get me?
I don't think they coming to get you, but I'm just saying that was on CoinDesk that they're selling people's geolocation data.
Oh, they doing bad.
So but what's crazy? Everything about crypto, right? It's been, and I've said this so many times, it's been marketed to us as it's off the grid. Nobody can tell you. The government can't tell you what to do with it. It's yours. It's things like that. However, everything that is surrounding it, other than like a cold water, where I think like maybe 1% of crypto traders have, right?
Yeah.
Every other thing is regulated as hell. It's your data and things like that is not private at all because people who were sending, remember during the Canadian truckers thing,
yes,
the convoy thing, people were sending crypto and people's IP addresses were getting exposed and people were getting in trouble. Their accounts were getting locked and things like that.
Combat Cleaning, thank you for the Cash App and everybody else who hit me with the Cash App.
Yes.
Side note, I saw another TikTok video.
Yeah. Listen, he's an asset of the Chinese Communist Party, the CCP.
And he took this passport. He said, your passport has got a tracking device in it. Put the shit in the microwave for 3 seconds and the shit said, boom!
Really?
We tried the shit at home with an old passport and it worked.
Seriously?
That is a fact. A spark poof.
Wow.
So your government's tracking you too? Everything looked the same. It wasn't a burn mark or nothing. We just,
Wow.
Yeah. So when you're moving about the country, put that shit in the microwave for 3 seconds, and they won't know you at. Other than that, they know where you at.
Wow.
And I tried it with my own, with an old passport, and that shit sparked. Poof. Just like he said it would.
Damn.
See, this is what I mean. Twitter's not all. I mean, TikTok, sometimes they be giving some good information.
Jeez. Okay.
Yep.
Interesting. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that there's a lot of information on TikTok, like whatever you want to learn, you could just kind of learn it.
Yeah.
But it's something about like learning something in a minute, or
But we're in the quickening now, so you can't do. No, you don't have 5 hours. I don't have time for a 5-hour download no more. I got time for snippet download. Your brain should be to the point now where it's accessing that shit at a faster rate anyway, unless you on methamphetamines or some shit, or lean or codeine or some shit where everything is in slow motion to you, right?
Yeah.
Because niggas smoke that weed and they on a different vibrational frequency.
Yeah.
But if you on your shit, oh wow, that's how you make sauteed chicken with boom boom, bang 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 bang, done. Oh wow, that worked. So
T. Solomon, exactly. TikTok is dopamine addiction at its finest. Yeah, you're right.
It is.
Right. And that's why our brains are the way it is. Like, we just overloaded with way too much.
Black Dot, I heard you was wilding today. No, not at all. Oh, we can go to commercial break.
Oh, we have to go to commercial break. We got bills to pay.
We got bills to pay.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Get your questions ready.
Get your questions ready.
Hello, wealthy family. This is Shanell, the Ascending Infinite Goddess, and I am happy to announce that I am back and in full effect, ready to work with you on your spiritual journey. Whether you're looking to balance your chakras with an infusion of Reiki energy, or you're looking to connect with your spirit team with an angel oracle reading and get some clarification or confirmation on your love life or your career, finances, or just life in general. Or perhaps you're looking for a non-judgmental, safe space to receive some mental ease, I am here to help you. So be sure to visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com. See all the services that I provide. Get to know me a little bit better. And also, feel free to visit my YouTube channel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, and see hundreds of videos that I have available for free to help you on your spiritual journey. Until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love. Peace.
I think they're both going to stay, and they're going to try again next year. Just being realistic. It depends on the coach.
The Hornets
I heard about the Hornets.
Westbrook.
I wouldn't be mad at Westbrook.
Minnesota has disgusted me this entire series. So I'm off that shit. Also, I'm gonna be upset that John Moran got this award. So I hope we see them in the second round. So Poole can whoop his behind for 7 games in a row.
Thank you for your continued support of what we do here at Urban X, the #1 father and son podcast in the multiverse.
Yes.
What number we this week?
So we in our category in the United States we hit number 49.
Okay, that's a bomb. On iTunes?
On Apple Podcasts. Yes.
Apple Podcasts.
Number 49. And in the UK we hit 29.
Oh shit. Shout out to my UK brethren.
Yes.
So we making moves, man.
So shouts out to our listeners. We appreciate you guys as well, man.
Yeah, man. Our listeners is putting in work.
They putting in pain. We
man.
appreciate y'all. Also, somebody asked me just now. The membership is $5 a month and $50 for the year if you want to pay for the year.
Right. At urbanx.nyc.
Yes.
You go it, you sign up, and you're good to go.
Yes, yes.
Yep.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
And I have a favor to ask you guys that are watching right now. Go to Shanell's YouTube channel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, and subscribe. I put the link in the chat right now.
Give her a subscription. Come on, guys.
And subscribe.
Subscribe.
You heard? The link is right there in the chat.
Hook it up.
So, have you guys been hearing about all the flights that have been canceled?
I've been hearing about this.
So apparently, they said 4th of July weekend, which is like the most traveled weekend in the country, is about to be a bloodbath when it comes to
now. Are
flight
these pilots secretly on strike?
No,
or something?
there's Delta pilots right now in New York and a couple other states that are flat out picketing outside of there.
And what's their reasoning?
I have no idea.
Is it the jibbity jab stuff, or
I think they're being overworked because a lot of people did get laid off as a result of it.
Right, so it kind of made their workload okay.
Yeah, so they said like for travelers to actually like brace themselves for more cancellations.
And what that's going to mean is, because there's a trickle down effect. If you're driving places, you got to be extra careful and diligent, because the accident rate goes up with that many more people on the road than normal, because people are still wanting to travel and get to where they gotta go. So it's a trickle down effect. So just be careful out here this weekend, which is an extended weekend.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It really starts from tomorrow, and it will run on through the weekend until Monday. So just be careful out there. And if you was on a flight or thinking about it, good luck.
Christopher Perkins said they want more pay. Yeah, it's positions like those where, like, if they just said, yo, we're not coming in,
ain't nothing you can do about it.
It'll collapse everything. If cops just,
yeah,
we're not doing that.
Right, we're not doing that. Exactly.
Fire department, Transit in New York City,
Yep. Yeah, facts.
So,
yep.
We'll see how that plays out. So, the Clippers organization, they pledged to renovate Los Angeles public basketball courts and it took 4 years and $10 million, and they renovated I think 350 courts, basketball courts.
I'm gonna clap that up, but I'm gonna give you some insight on that too.
Okay. So I already know what you're about to say. So on the surface, super dope, community involvement, and trying to keep things like that, but I already know what you're about to say about the Clippers organization, because they're trying to position themselves within the community. What you about to say?
No, very similar. Stuff? And no, we don't need more fucking basketball courts.
Oh, bro. Okay, I wasn't thinking.
We don't need niggas dribbling and shit. I mean, okay.
No, but okay.
No, it should be okay. What I'm saying is 300 courts.
It was already there. They were refurbished. They were renovated.
Okay,
they were already there.
All right, so you made them better.
Yes.
And now you're positioning yourself, because you're fighting the Lakers. It's a Laker town.
Yes.
And now that you got Nipsey Hussle out of the way, y'all can build that subway hub over there, which is what y'all wanted to do in the first place, because that's where y'all new arena will be very close. Okay, so chess move done with that. I get it. All right, but I'm like, geez, get more creative than that. Fucking basketball courts. Is that all niggas can do is jump and dribble?
Obviously not. But I get the sentiment.
Yeah. It's like me building a whole bunch of rap studios and shit. Like, the fuck? You know what I mean?
No. No, you wouldn't.
It'd only be cool, because I already said if I build a studio, no drill rap, no gangster rap. You can come use the studio all you want, nigga. None of that crazy shit. No disrespecting women. It's my studio. I'm giving you free studio time. Get creative.
Free studio? Okay.
Free studio time. Get creative. Niggas will be like, nah, son, you know what I'm saying? I grew up, my father was in my life. I was a fucking teacher, Kobe, stupid, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear
How long do you think drill rap has?
Huh?
Drill rap. How long do you think it has? Joe Budden said the next 5 years. It might be shorter than that.
I think it's shorter than that. These things spike, and then they have their spiked points.
Guys, I will never forget how y'all were losing y'all mind over mumble rap.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't even called Moment. Y'all dubbed it that and then thought it was the end of hip hop as we knew it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I remember my boy, he was just like, yo, like, for all the talk about mumble rap, the ones who are rapping sell the most. So, like, there is something there.
It's their little lane. And I did a whole piece on it,
was
on
really
our
good.
channel called The Science of Mumble Rap, because everything has a science to it. And so it's there, you know.
Let's take some questions. What do you think about, back to sports, the Lakers signing Sharif O'Neal and Scottie Pippen Jr. to their summer team?
I think it's honorary. I think it's
stupid.
But it's honorary for the summer team. And because, when you're an alumni of the NBA, you should be able to make a phone call and get your son on at least a tryout team. Now, if you make the squad or something, that's something totally different. But don't say I didn't give your son a tryout.
Yeah.
So, no, I think it's honorary for the summer. I like summer league ball. You know,
It is actually entertaining.
It's entertaining. See some of them young boys come up and do their thing.
What did you guys see AOC's tweet, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez? She said, and I quote, "If a politician is asking you for votes or money, you can ask them for a plan. Pressure makes us better." I hate these people. I truly do. Because when Ice Cube said,
yes, he said,
you want our vote, what's your plan?
Show me the plan. And we'll give you the vote. Right. Show us what the plan is.
He got met with all types of uppity Negroes telling him to shut up, keep rapping, shut up, we need to get Trump out, shut up, vote blue no matter who.
Yeah.
And now you are eating it up when this girl says, ask for a plan. But, oh my God, man.
Yeah, say the same shit.
I can't stand these people.
Yep,
bro.
yep.
The self-awareness level is at a zero.
I agree with you, young man.
And Biden was asked, how long do you expect people to keep paying a premium price for gas? And he said, as long as it takes to win this war in Ukraine. Mind you, we're not at war. He keeps talking like we're at war. So I hope people just kind of understand what this whole thing was about anyway. It was about Russia. It had nothing to do with Ukraine. And still, our gas prices should not rely on Ukraine. And 3, they're not going to win.
Yes. Yes, yes, and yes.
They got marched into a war, unwinnable war against a country that has way more,
moxie, motherfucker.
Sophisticated
armware and backing.
I couldn't believe he actually came out and said that, though. But it was just kind of like,
electric cars are worth it. That's all crazy. That's all a part of the plan too. Problem, reaction, solution. Guess who's gonna be running the electric cars? The same people who was selling you the oil. That I can guarantee you.
Yeah.
So they just shifting you, and when they shift you like that, it's a polarizing shift, but they still moving you where they want you to go.
Yeah. I mean,
why not tap into the 369 frequency of Tesla and be running your shit off just the energy around? That's a shift. And that's when they'll just start mowing you niggas down in the street.
Did you hear, real quick, I have 2 points to get to. But to that point, when they kind of shift you, in my neighborhood right now, they're doing everything in their power to take away as much parking as possible because they want people to take, in New York City specifically, they want people to take more
public transportation.
They took away a whole lane just for buses. They took away blocks of parking, like literal.
So where are you supposed to put these cars?
Yeah.
Where you supposed to put these cars?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Another thing, Biden recently, somebody exposed his voicemail that he left to Hunter regarding, it was an article regarding Hunter's involvement with Ukraine. He called me and said, "Hey, what's up, man? It's Dad. The article came out, and I think you're in the clear." That was just as bad as, "Hey, it's Tiger."
Yes. Hey, Tiger, my wife calls. Tell her, you don't know me. Yeah, just as bad.
Just as bad.
Yep. I think you're in the clear. What would you have to be in the clear for if you didn't do nothing wrong?
And remember, the whole thing was he never spoke to Hunter about the thing. And remember the whole 10% for the big guy. Like, who's the big guy? Obviously.
Yeah, this is all selective shit. You remember and point out the things you want to point out. Like selective racism. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to Eli the other day, and I said, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. If I need to have life-saving surgery, I'm not going to be asking if you down with the LGBT or none of that shit. I'm gonna be like, are you the best to do the job?
Yeah.
Let's do it, sir. You know what I mean? So what do you want me to do?
Somebody said how to get the voicemail in the first place. I think it was from his laptop. I have no idea. I don't know how they be getting a lot of these things because I don't save voicemails. Do you save voicemails?
Nope.
I don't even know how to send somebody
Caddy Williams, thank you.
Thank you so much. I don't even know how to send somebody a voicemail that they sent me. You get what I mean? Like
Yeah.
how do they do these things? So that's another thing.
Yeah, Caddy said oil companies definitely own the green companies. It's a win-win either way for them. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
it's
they
just about timing.
play
Like when we gonna turn it over. Yeah.
When we turn it over, they're gonna be there to collect, and when we turn it over again, whatever that'll be, they'll be there to collect. That's just the way this paradigm is set up. Yeah, that's a fact. Can we get those likes up?
Please. Did you guys see Lil Duval's tweet about P Valley? Got him in a whole bunch of trouble. Well, a lot of people were mad at him because he said that P Valley. He was like, P Valley lost me, and they should put a super gay advisory before each show.
I like it. Warning: this shit is gay. Very gay. So if you are homophobic, promophobic, or you don't like alphabet soup, please be advised. That may you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, it is what it is.
So that was funny. And then he followed it up with, he said, I have no problem with gay people. I'm not homophobic, but I don't want to see them have sex. Just like I have no problem with seeing my mom. I just don't want to see her have sex. I was
That's
like,
fact. And you do see the shit that says, warning, this is violent.
It's true.
Brief nudity.
It's
It should say violence, brief nudity, strong content, gay. Now you go, all right, well, family, what we gonna do? We're gonna make a decision.
Because I was talking about the show the other day, and then somebody in the comments, she was just like, so why would you watch the show? I was like, the show is called P Valley. Do you know what
That's
the
a
P
fact.
stands for?
And that's what I was assuming.
You get what I'm saying?
I said, this shit is gonna be a, they gonna be in here rocking, showing asses. No.
Yeah.
You don't remember After Dark on the BET, right?
You talking about Uncut?
Uncut, you
Yeah, I do
remember? You had your Uncut moments? Okay, nigga wake up and shit 3 in the morning. What the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, BET was trying a lot of shit back then.
At least they were trying, man.
That's when your man's put that
Tip
credit
drill.
card.
Tip drill.
Tip drill.
Yeah.
Down that girl's ass. That's when I said, this shit is over.
Yeah.
This shit is over. I mean, chicks are just doing anything now. Like, it's just crazy. What'd you think about the baby daddy situation, Malcolm? He bought food for his baby, Malcolm.
Oh,
Them other
God.
kids ain't his. Them other kids ain't his, Malcolm. What you think about that, son?
First off, it was completely fake.
Okay.
Second, if it was real, right? If it was real, guy's not with the mother anymore. She has other kids from other baby fathers. I think it'd have just been a little class if he would have just took his kid to McDonald's, fed him, right? Told him to hold it down when you get home. Don't
act like you got it. You know what I'm saying?
Hold it down, and then bring him
Especially if he wasn't with her. Now,
Yeah, exactly.
Now, if he was dating her and she had 4 kids, you got to bring in food for everybody.
Right,
That's
right,
just fact.
right.
But listen, where these other niggas at? With McDonald's for their kids. You know, I only make enough for my kid.
I thought it was really telling that in this scenario, fake scenario again, like I said, it was fake. That women were turning it on him rather than her being able to feed her damn kids.
Yeah, right. It ain't her fault she got kids by 4 different niggas. It's his fault because he should be taking care of her kids. That's just people want to get crazy.
Yo, and the fact that it can cause such an uproar means, yo, we are lost as a people, bro.
Cesspool.
Why do we care? Why do we care?
Come on, Junior. Where y'all going? I just want to take him for a walk, go see my moms, because she ain't seen them in a while, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, when you go back, you better not tell him with the McDonald's, you know what I'm saying? Feed you, give you some snacks. That's it. All right? Come in, and when she cooked that shit she cooked, act like you eat a little bit, but that's it. Here's a few extra dollars, too.
Yeah, somebody said, yeah, it was fake apparently. Like, apparently the girl only has 1 kid, and it was just
people doing anything for clout. Phil likes my music. Yeah, he used it for the opening of his broadcast recently. He's going to be doing a rebroadcast soon, I think July 17th. So we'll have him on. We'll do a full lecture with Phil.
Yes.
That we'll pre-record.
Yes.
We'll put it up, and then we'll bring him in and let him talk about the rebroadcast of some things.
like that.
because we haven't spoke to the good doctor in a minute in great length.
Yeah, and I don't want to be, distracted by the chat. I like y'all.
Yeah.
But like when I talk to Phil, I like to be,
zoned in.
Yes. Let's take some questions though.
If the kids don't eat, then we ain't never gonna come together. Yeah, well, What's the craziest, despicable thing that occurred in college campus while you were attending, Malcolm?
You said, what's the word?
The most craziest, despicable thing.
The craziest, despicable thing. Despicable. Crazy.
When y'all had that app.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, you remember I told you that?
Yeah, you told me about that.
Okay, so it was an app called Yik Yak, right? And you could... And it only worked on college campuses. So if you're around like elementary school, it wouldn't even come on. So it only worked on college campuses. And on Yik Yak, you could say anything you wanted anonymously. And you just saw the horns in people. My God. Like people were like, and then you would, like people would say like, oh, so-and-so gave my man head and gave my other man head. And then like give him names, give him what room shorty was in. Like it was bad for like 2 days. It was the wildest 2 days ever, and I couldn't put my phone down. I couldn't. I was just like, oh shit, that was crazy.
Somebody said, "What was your first car?" Come on, give me some real questions.
Somebody said, "I remember that app. Yeah, that app was ill, man. Oh my God, Malcolm, the murder of DJ Henry. DJ Henry. That was at.
I'm not familiar.
That was at Miami University. No. Let me see. No, that was Pace. I didn't go to Pace.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yep.
I didn't go to Pace. I
remember that was very bad.
Yeah, my man actually went there with him.
Yep. What are some of the solutions for all the black babies being aborted? Don't abort them. I don't know. I don't know what.
There's an actress, Kimberly Elise. She was in Diary of a Mad Black Woman. She was the main character. She was in Set It Off, and apparently she came out as pro-life, like in support of Roe v. Wade being overturned, and everybody turned on her. And it's always funny because like we support all black people, we care about mental health, this, that, third, unless they disagree with you.
Yeah. And you're supposed to respect people's opinion for what their opinion is.
Yeah.
And it's not supposed to change your views on anything. Did y'all see Wendy's foot on TMZ?
I did not.
I did not. Her foot look crazy? Wow. Well, Cat Williams says she's a Bigfoot. He swears by it. He says she's a Bigfoot.
Somebody asked tips on how to not mess up your kidneys.
If I knew that, I would have kidneys. No, of course, you got to drink water. This is the physical components. You got to replenish yourself with water and eat right. I drank Pepsi. I did drugs. I did a whole bunch of shit. By the time I was 21, my kidneys were already shot. I told you. I went to get a life insurance policy at 20. And they was like, yo, your shit, you got protein in your urine, which is a sign that my kidneys were shot. You know what I mean? So, but I had a very poor diet as a kid. My diet was whatever. If it was a pack of cookies for dinner, it was a pack of cookies. So I need you to understand the concept of making sure your children eat healthy, eat right. Now, that's the physical aspect. The kidneys deal with anger and resentment. I loved my mother more than anything in the world, but I resented her because of her brilliance. And her brilliance, she had the highest IQ in my family, read tons and tons of books, was very knowledgeable, but she had this heroin addiction that came in the 70s and rocked a lot of people the same way crack came in the 80s and rocked some really good people. She got caught in that wave, and as a result, because my father was most wanted at that time in New York City, he wasn't around to protect her. So while he was in, the cat's away, the mouse will play, and other people came in, turned her on the heroin, and as a result, it led to whatever I ate. If I didn't eat, I didn't eat. So that can't be healthy for anybody. So I resented, and kidneys is dealing with fear. I had a fear of being great and abandoned for a long time because, as you'll read in my new book, I brought my mom's out of overdose at 5 years old. my uncle came in and put the finishing touches on it. And from that moment on, I was very traumatized of being abandoned. So all of these things, and that's the metaphysical, where disease starts in the mind and then trickles down to the body, because it all starts in the mind and trickles downward. So that's the mind portion, and the physical portion of not eating well leads to a disaster, among other things. So that's the shortest version of what you need to do to keep your kidneys right.
Okay.
The bill will be in the mail. It's
consultation.
That's consultation. Kevin Macon, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate
so
the support, man. Appreciate the support.
Did you hear? But we spoke about the subway killing on Monday.
Thank you, Queen Love. I have overcome a lot, because nothing physically. I'm on a spiritual frequency right now, so it's like a car. Yeah, there's certain parts of the engine that's not running, but this car's gonna run until I get what I need to get out of it, and that is what it is. So,
let's take some more questions, guys.
Oh, we get ready for an after show now.
We do have to get ready for an after show, guys. Give us.
Somebody said Dot missing like 20 questions because I can't see. I need glasses.
Yeah, facts.
I just be catching bits and pieces of shit, and I almost dismissed somebody by reading. I wasn't reading the room right. You know what I mean?
Can y'all have a lawyer or someone giving info on the trust? Can Aaris give that type of? Okay.
Do I have any music in the stash? No new music. I got tons of old music, but new music, I got people who want me to do what I used to do, and I think music should move forward. So every now and then I'll come out and show that I still can do it, and I take pleasure in that. I don't want to compile a whole album of this show and I know how to rap, because that's not moving it forward. I like what Travis Scott and these guys are doing sonically. If something moves me sonically, like Brother Rich and Cambada doing Holy Ghost 3, and I'm early word is I'm on that. Okay. So I will like to take on that challenge, because Cambada's is somewhere else with it, to take on that challenge and get into his world, because I brought him into my world on that particular song. I like to get into his world and get in the booth with him and challenge myself to use different rhyme patterns and formats. But I haven't heard any. I don't want to do what I used to do.
Yeah.
When Eli Pod coming back? Football season.
Football season, yeah. Baseball season is boring.
Yeah. We need a break. So.
Yeah, I know it's boring.
Yeah. Is jealousy real among men? Of course. Mm-hmm. What you think? All the women niggas get? That's all niggas fight about.
Yeah.
If there was no women, there'd be no fights.
Yeah.
No reason to fight. We fighting over Badussy.
Yeah.
In different
or
shape
or
forms
the
of
chance of
or
it,
the chance of
yeah.
potential to show out in front of girls and be masculine in front of girls and drink, and then the alcohol kicks in. So yeah, it's jealousy amongst men. But jealousy is not always a bad thing. Jealousy can be transferred into something great if you know how to channel it. Because we give jealousy a negative connotation, but being jealous of somebody doing great, if it inspires you to do great, you go for it. You know what I mean?
I did hear about the 60-person brawl on the cruise over a threesome.
Oh, that shit went from the fifth floor to the first floor.
Yeah.
Like, did they agree to a threesome at first?
I guess.
And then the hubby and girlfriend probably got at it again. See, that's why you got to be careful with the threesome. You know what I mean? Like, all of a sudden, where this nigga at? No, he back at it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you didn't sanction that one, but you sanctioned the other one. And they was bumping from all the way down the fifth floor to the first floor on a boat.
Yeah, the Coast Guard had to escort them back.
Yeah.
I think to New York.
Have to. Because now ain't nowhere to go. I'm going to see you on a boat, son. And when I see you again, it's on side.
No, I had to escort the entire cruise ship.
Oh, shit.
Back, yeah.
You just fucked up my vacation.
Yeah,
son, for a threesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
God. Yo, but did you hear about, on another note, all them people who died in the tractor? I think they were smuggling bodies across. And he said he tried to use seasoning on the bodies to hide the smell of the dead. Listen, you trafficking bodies, It's a lot that goes into that. You could be in a tractor trailer, barely alive, with everybody else dead around you because they the cargo, they didn't make it. So yeah, I heard about that.
What happens on July 5th?
July 5th, the hydrogen.
The CERN.
And the CERN shit, they're gonna crank that shit up. I heard louder or stronger than ever before. So anything weird taking place with what they call that, Mandela effects and all kind of weird shit with the 5 planets in line. Remember, we coming into Jason months. It could be some strange times. And plus, 4th of July is really about Sirius rising. You do know that?
No, I think I do.
Yeah, that's so the brightest star in the sky is fucking Sirius. So this whole 4th of July shit on a mundane levels for you knuckle draggers to celebrate and have cookouts. For the elite, it's about Sirius rising. And then with Sirius rising, these planets align, this CERN shit going, just pay attention.
Oh, Stranger, you said what? Yeah, that comes on tomorrow.
With the portal. She's just trying to tell you.
Oh, right,
that's
right.
one of them,
And did you see Beyonce's cover to her album? So the first picture I saw her, she was on a red horse, right? And that's war, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this one, she looks like on like a white crystal horse. And if I'm correct, that's death.
Ooh.
White horseman, like that. Pale white horse, yeah.
Behold the pale horse.
Yeah, it's death.
Ooh, okay. All right.
So
we'll see what Beyonce's going. Plus, I told you, that's on 7-Eleven.
Yes.
Which is dealing with the
No,
Moorish.
I don't think it's coming on the Renaissance.
It's the 29th.
29th,
2 and
yes,
9 is
7-11.
11. So you know what I mean. So you have that thing popping off.
And with that being said, guys,
we love you.
We love y'all. All right, man.
Y'all got the Tuesday and Thursday.
Tuesday and Thursday
to get this together.
Yes, get your members.
We're auditioning for. We've been auditioning for 300 shows.
Yeah.
For you to say it's worth $5. You know what I mean? To come with us, where we can loosen up a little bit, we could do some extra things, and we have our own audience that's just for us, and nobody can really tell us how to run this. And you feel special because you're a part of something private, something that's gonna be worth that 17 cents
a day.
Yes,
somebody gave in
some weird math.
Weird math.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not gonna say nothing. But we love you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you're listening right now, don't forget to hit us with a rating and a comment. We would really appreciate it.
Yes.
And we will see you guys in the after show. Peace.
Yep.
Give us like 20 minutes, all right?
20 minutes.
All right, peace.
Peace.